My name is Alex, and as you can probably tell, this will not be an ordinary trip report. Today, I'm flying with Air Tindi on board a de Havilland Canada -7 on a specially chartered flight from Vancouver, British Columbia to Abbotsford and back. The -7 is a high-performance, short takeoff and landing, or STOL, turboprop built in the 1970s and 80s. Today, there are only about 15 or so aircraft still operating from the 113 that were built. Most of those 15 aircraft serve in government roles, while the rest are flown mostly on charter flights around the globe, so this really is one of the only chances to fly a -7. For the past 2 summers, Air Tindi of Yellowknife Northwest Territories has had one of their aircraft here in Vancouver for fishing charters in northern BC. The aircraft doesn't fly these charters every single day though. So Henry Tenby, founder of Jetflix TV, had the idea to charter this classic aircraft for a day trip to the Abbotsford Airshow. Multiple Facebook posts and tweets later, a little over 30 people agreed to this once-in-a-lifetime AvGeek experience, myself included. So yeah, it's not every day you get to do a trip report from an FBO. We all got boarding passes and name tags, and a goodie bag with some Jetflix flyers, granola bars, postcards, a -7 fact sheet, and freshly printed safety cards courtesy of Air Tindi. Midway through our briefing, everyone ran to the windows as the aircraft taxied in, Charlie Golf Foxtrot Lima, a 37-year-old -7. Seeing as this is a flight for aviation enthusiasts, there won't be an in-flight service. We were told that the pilots will try to stretch out both flights for as long as possible. Not long after, we all headed out to the aircraft. I was assigned seat 4A for the outbound flight. Waiting at each seat was an Air Tindi branded water bottle, and even normal seats had enough space for 6'8" me. I will get a closer look all around the airplane once we arrive in Abbotsford, but for now, please enjoy the sights and sounds of this classic -7.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Air Tindi and your crew, we would like to welcome you on board Air Tindi's de Havilland -7 flight departing shortly. For your own safety, as well as the safety of your fellow passengers,
Soyez bien rangés en-dessus du siège en avant de vous, dans le compartiment au-dessus de vous, en tout temps. Les articles qui ne seront pas rangés sécuritairement avant le décollage devront être placés dans le compartiment à bagages à l'arrière de l'appareil. Air Tindi est fier d'offrir un environnement sans fumée à bord de tous ses appareils. Il est interdit de fumer à bord de l'avion et dans les toilettes.
We're taxiing now along taxiway Alpha, be crossing runway 31 and be departing on 08 right. Left turn out for the Metrotown to departure, local VFR procedure, and then we'll proceeding northbound towards Vancouver. This will be a short field high performance takeoff at flaps 25 and 42,000 pounds. Hope you enjoy it.
After 25 minutes in the air, we arrived in Abbotsford at around 9:15 a.m. From that point on, we had well over a few hours to spend at the show before getting back to the airplane for around 4:30. The show itself was a lot of fun. The static lineup was great, and it's quite the sight seeing the Dash 7 next to all these military aircraft. The only downside was the weather. The lack of visibility meant the Thunderbirds had to cancel their performance. Nonetheless, I had a great time staying around the aircraft and getting to know some of the crew. Air Tindi has 46 seats on this Dash 7, and they have some of the most detailed seat back pockets I've ever seen. Included on this Dash 7 is the standard safety card, an air sickness bag, a couple of guides to Yellowknife and the Northwest Territories, some fact sheets about Air Tindi, a few in-flight magazines, and finally a newspaper commemorating Air Tindi's 30th anniversary. The cargo hold is at the back of the cabin and had plenty of Air Tindi water bottles for us throughout the day. Between arrival and departure, the aircraft was on static display, so there was plenty of time to look around. My seat for the return flight is 13D, another window seat in the exit row at the back of the cabin. Legroom wise, I'm pretty sure this beats a couple of business class seats out there. I was also fortunate enough to be able to put my GoPro in the flight deck for the short hop back to Vancouver. But before we left, the crew needed to power back a few feet to make sure they could safely turn out. Hope you enjoy the rest of this in-flight footage. So that concludes one of my most memorable flights ever. I'll upload the GoPro footage separately later on. It pains me to have to trim it down for the sake of pacing, but I'm so happy that I was able to get this kind of footage. Thank you to Air Tindi, thank you to Henry and his wife Adele for all of their efforts in planning and organizing this fantastic day out, and thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this look at one of the rarest flights I'll ever take. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.